A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway in Atlanta. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Staying with Robinson. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Give him 8 on that one, and that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
First and 10
Move
at
the
the
chains!
18-yard line.
Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Showing a little burst so far. They haven't got him yet. And he does. Touchdown. Is Tyler Loop now on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. On the return, here's D. Alford. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Here's Penix to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Shotgun snap. They give to Robinson. That's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another carry for Robinson. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
18-yard line.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches.
Rocco is 19 light. Ready. 79 Warriors 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
Back now, pressure coming. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, break. Pass to 6. Pass to 11. Ready. Hunt. Liking 18. 19 tight. 19. 60 Maverick. 60. Take off.
Again, Penix to the air. Buys time, rolling right. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons break the tie here in the first. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down 2 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Brought down right.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Blitz coming, Lamar. That's completed right side. Now he's past the 25. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
68 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 68 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. From the gun, a run for Henry. And a power play up the gut results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun, Jackson. Has it down close. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Penix. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
That's caught. It's the Clemson rookie. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. Makes a touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point is up and good from Slot. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens, 14.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock. Trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
1st and 10, run to Robinson. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Dumps it off to Robinson. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Working inside the red zone. To the right side and reeled in by London. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Drake London with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. So first down from the 41. Out of the gun, Henry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
A gain of 31 yards.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here at the 16.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Catch made. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 1-score game before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. A lot of space ahead. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a gets the extra point to go. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Ravens 21.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. First down, here's Lamar. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Now here's Lamar. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a one-score game before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Man downfield, and he finds London. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
On for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. We'll cobble together a yard there. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now Jackson. He'll drop this one down for Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Trying to throw this from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
First and 10 from the 43. Trying down the middle with Henry. Into the second level past the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Another run for Henry. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Wiggins on the tackle.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Robinson on the inside give. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
A toss now to Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Penix here from the gun. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Every tight end worth his salt, he wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Falcons with the ball. They're leading, but not by a ton. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
60 bucks. Let's go now. Hey, 60.
From the shotgun, Penix. Forced out to his right. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons making a 9-point advantage. scoring catch of the game. Here's Slide to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game.
Falcons 45, Ravens 35.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Now it's Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Lamar throwing again. He finds Bateman on the slant. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And again, it's Jackson. On the move, headed right. Complete out to the right. And they get this down to the 28.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Jackson's going to throw again. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
From the red zone on first. He's got it. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Jackson yet again. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth.
45. Ravens 42. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On second down, Robinson. He scraped together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Ravens crowding the passing lanes. They go into the dime for third down. He'll throw it. That's brought in by Mooney. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons only up by a few.
48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Handoff now to Robinson. He has this down to the 34. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. And no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on fourth. Looking to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens take over with a chance to win this game.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Back to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone on. He'll look to throw it. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game. That last interception gave them a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Henry on the catch. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Officials signaling timeout. We've got whistles, time left for 1 snap, and while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they find a way to score. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Here he goes, 1 final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.